Well, hey Leo, how about a reading from your metal dog? It is fixed sign weekend. I just did Scorpio. Wow. And now I'm going to do you. And apparently you're feeling a little shiny and glittery because you wanted all these silver edged decks, or they want to talk to you anyway. This is going to be a relationship reading. We are in Libra season. It's the beginning of relationship. 6 months we think about and learn about relationships apparently, and the past 6 you've been doing some self-study, self-centeredness, self-pity. I hope not. Yeah, I jest. So let's see what is going on with you Leos. I feel like it's good. Let's see. Okay, we're going to pull a card here from the Tarot of the She. And I have to apologize, I need a haircut. It doesn't look bad. But I have a Leo moon, so I'm always like, oh my god, my hair, and I'm doing a Leo reading. Anyway, just a little silly today. Well, we get Dreamer 4. Restoration. This is the kind of relationship we're talking about. It's a 4 of Swords. It's actually where you go alone and heal your mind. It looks quite fun though. It feels free and rested. Quite an intersection. It's a very magical, spiritual place here. It looks like I see these as like, kind of like you've come over these piles of flowers or clouds going up this mountain where you're reaching towards the sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot. It also has a kind of very mystical deck in general, but then we're always supposed to look for the glyph. It's very subtle. The glyph is just the maze. I think we see it there. Anyway, Dreamer 4. We'll find out more. This is the nature of this relationship. And on the bottom, a few things. Some ups and downs. Let's see, we've got a very powerful warrior 2. There's your fire. Envisioning the world that you want to live in quite magically. Kind of a crossroads. So I don't tend to think of a 2 of Wands as like a choice. It sort of seems like 2 things coming together. Like this is where you've come from, and here where the road joins, you take off on this path full of all this creative fire. Yeah, you can see this energy here, this gold. It's really lit up in both of these cards. And with this, a little bit of Dancer 4, a little been there, done that, it always turns out this way attitude that can be easily shaken here by this warrior queen, all this manifesting fiery energy. She's the queen of the law of attraction. She is the sexiest queen in the tarot. That's pretty powerful. You, in all your fire, you may, in this relationship, come up against yours or their ho-hum, doldrum, but it looks like there's plenty of fire here to lift you up out of that. I mean, it seems like a moment in a really fantastic joining together of energies. Okay, let's find out more. We're going to pull 6 cards, and I will tell you what they are as we go along. So let's see. We're going to first ask, who are you in relationship with? Who are you in relationship with? I'm going to try to remember not to shuffle so close to the microphone there. Sorry if it was loud. All right, Leo. Leo. Who are you in relationship with? You are in relationship with the Queen of Pentacles, a very practical, earthy energy. She's the queen. I always call her the security queen. Okay? She knows her worth. She's good with, and she's a luxury person. She's like a Venus energy. She's coming in here for me like the way that Venus rules Taurus. Beautiful person. Doesn't have to be your partner, by the way. It could be a friend. All right. The nature of this relationship, let's see. One that gives you anxiety, insomnia. Like, and that's not always bad. Sometimes when I meet like an amazing person and I'm like, ooh, who is that? And oh, we're connecting. I lose sleep. Makes me nervous. Isn't that sad? Oh, just so afraid of getting hurt again. All right, what you bring to this relationship, you're able to carry a lot of the burdens in the relationship. And it's looking like, also with the Ten of Wands, it's also ability to put down burdens. Yeah, I'm really seeing right now this stuff, this Four of Cups stuff here. But let's keep looking. What you need to learn. Jeez, I almost want to start this over. Let's just keep going. 10 of Swords, right? Something is over. How to put an end to something. How to accept that this thing is doomed. It's about your mind, though. It's your mind that does you in. I don't think it matters who this person is. This is you're up in your head. You tend to carry a burden. Wow, okay. Let's keep going here. Let's see. This is what's hidden from you. Princess of Swords. A messenger, perhaps, open-mindedness, a curiosity. To keep an open mind. This is what's hidden. Somebody that is curious and sees and bends the truth. Like, I see how that sword is bent. Always. And the future. Exhaustion from struggle. This looks like a difficult relationship, though one that is full of all this fire and willpower. You are exerting your willpower. It almost looks like you may have to come to terms with, even though you're this amazing, you can only do so much within this relationship, which appears to be fraught and burdensome and tiring. Wow, that's a bummer. I'm gonna just do this reading and then we'll cry about it together, but maybe something nice will happen here. Hang in with me. All right. Underlying energy is an energy of healing, of wish fulfillment, divine support, the Star, card of Aquarius. Aquarius has come in both readings today. The Star. When I look at this, I see, in addition to the Star, that's a beautiful, hopeful card, I also see this one versus these little ones. Like, this is a magnificent being. Much like this warrior queen, right? Or this Four of Swords. So this is helping me understand why this relationship causes you to go alone to restore yourself. There's like your mind needs to restore yourself. And you had a vision. This was a vision, bringing two people together. This full of magic, but it's very much fire. One of the things with fire is that your willpower. So there's really only so much we can accomplish through the exertion of will. You're a fixed sign, Leo. It can be hard to beat. You're the one feeling this boo-hoo, it always turns out this way kind of thing, Leo. If this isn't your reading, it's not your reading. But if it is your reading, yeah, I feel like, let's see, but this feels like a relationship that's pretty heavy. It could be a parental, Queen of Pentacles could be like your mom, a parent, feminine energy. They don't seem to be at all touched by this. This person is completely clueless about what's going on with you. And let me tell you, this is what's going on with you. Ouch, ouch. And then this is where you end up. Wiser, tired, but wiser. No. I don't know that the person that you're in a relationship with is aware of what goes on in your mind. And there's something about how you're using your mind that is hidden from you, that maybe there's a power that can be found in your mind to give you an ability to resist in some way. When we see this, like the Seven of Wands is classically about resistance, but when you've been struggling in the Nine of Wands, you are wise. You're beaten up, you're tired. It's been a long struggle. So we see you that way in the future, or we see this relationship that way in the future. Let's clarify. All right, you wanted all these glittery cards. What I also see is lots of, it's stark, it's clear, it's abstract, but uncomfortable, this relationship. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Who is this person? They are the Wheel of Fortune. They bring in change, usually good luck, or they have good luck. They're lucky to have you, that's for sure. They're good at waiting. So Three of Wands is an energy of waiting for, is it the three? Yeah. The energy of waiting for something that they manifested. So that can be good if they put some work into that. They may just kind of usually get what they want because the Wheel of Fortune, and then they just wait for it. There's a kind of that here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. This is when you put in the work and then you wait for the results of your work to bloom. Yeah, here they're sunflowers. Wow, this person is very clearly lucky, expectant. They work hard and they expect their work to pay off. And that's what they're about. A little bit of a workaholic. They work hard and they know that they are good at what they do. Queen of Pentacles, they have high esteem for themselves in the realm of pentacles, of work. Their willpower, they turn to waiting for the fruits of their labor to pay off. That does take willpower. They're not necessarily impatient. In fact, Seven of Pentacles would suggest they're very patient, to the point of maybe feeling like, from your vantage point, stuck, waiting. You just see them waiting around a lot. You see them work hard, you see them wait around, and it may put you up in your head about it. Okay, let's see. I think they're better than you are at holding still. But that's because things tend to work out in their favor. They know their worth. Okay, let's see. Nine of Swords, Two Cups. So I feel this. It suggests a relationship of equals with justice, where you fill one another's cups up. So there's equality in your relationship. It's also a soulmate connection. Doesn't have to be a loved one, but that would be, wow. So the Empress is here. Very nurturing, abundant, prosperous, productive. It's funny though, because I see, to kind of revise the Empress, we can see there's all this stuff in the head, and there's all this stuff in the Empress's head too. It's a very busy mind. This relationship gets up in the head very beautifully. Fantasy. The Fool. That's more head stuff. The Fool, the leaper of faith. There's a disparity between the two of you that causes you to feel anxious. One's the Empress and one's the Fool. You know who you are. I think you're... I see you as the Empress because you came in at the top as the... Or somebody came in as our warrior queen, like, bam. So that's how I see this figure, the Empress. And there's my sense from how they come in here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, is that from your vantage point, they seem foolish. You're anxious. There's anxiety here because of this imbalance. Because the Two of Cups suggests balance, but then we have the Fool and the Empress who are very different. One immature, crazy seeming free spirit, and the other's like, she's looking down at that, with her little gesture to her chin. I don't know about this. It's causing anxiety, perhaps for both of you. They don't seem anxious, this Fool. They're like, what's going on? I don't know, I'm free. I got the little corgi down there. Cute. Out on the night in the city. Look, partying. That's the vibe of that Fool. Free spirit. Okay. You bring to the relationship a willingness to bear the burden, but also you finish the wand cycle, which is the cycle of fire. You are Leo, that is your element. So let's see. Excuse moi. All my friends who are Leos, and my mom is a Leo. Let's see. Let us see, Leo. You bring as your gift the Ten of Wands. And the Cosmic Coven. Which I am like, gosh darn it. I gotta look up the cosmic. What is wrong with me? This cough. Being strangled. Being dramatic. The Cosmic Coven. The message of this card is simple. You are not alone. You're part of the Cosmic Coven now, and we're all here for one another. Reach out to your community of witches, wherever they may be in the world, and ask for their support and encouragement. We all need a little backup sometimes. All right, so you have good friends. You have a good support system here, Leo. Queen of Cups. You're very good at talking about your feelings. You're very knowledgeable of your feelings. You're open-hearted. And the Hierophant. Wow. Card of Taurus. Stable, powerful. That is such an interesting Hierophant. I will show you in a minute. It's sometimes about getting married. You can see this magical being is putting rainbow power into these two figures. They have access to all of this swirling divine power. Yeah, this is why you were so good at bearing burdens in this relationship. You have huge capacity. You have great friends. You're emotionally mature and good at talking about your feelings. And if it's you who's this Hierophant, like, you're knowledgeable, you're like a teacher, a mentor, or you have that in your life. So it means that you have a whole lot to offer this relationship. You can bear a lot of burdens within it. Other people might look at you and go, you're foolish for being in that. But you come in as a very strong, big cards. You're well supported. I just feel like this other person is, because I look on the bottom and I see the Page of Cups, like, they're not as grown up as you. So they could be a kid, a young person, an immature person around you. They really have a really good sense of themselves, so, which is good. It's healthy to be like the Queen of Pentacles. There's just something about it that this is plaguing you. This Nine of Swords as your relationship. And then here's what, you're carrying all these burdens in it. So then as your tarot reader, I'm like, but the cards say you're good. You can do it. This is what you're learning. Let's find out more. 10 of Swords. 2 10s. It's like you're good at finishing. 10 of Wands in the physical and the exertion of will. 10 of Swords would be something in your mind, like to quit with this 9 of Swords. So it may be that this relationship teaches you to get out of your head. Let's see. 2 of Wands. Manifesting a world. That's fire. Justice. Seeking balance. There's a Hierophant and Justice. It suggests legal stuff. Again, I see the sword here, the mind here balanced across her shoulders. This is a cute Justice card. Card of Libra. We are in Libra season now. Saturn is in I always want to say Taurus, but that's incorrect. Saturn is in Aquarius. And 8 of Swords, feeling trapped in your mind. Okay. So this is what you're learning in this relationship. It's good. It's to find a balance between the fire, the willpower, and your mind, which tends to make you feel trapped. It's like you get stuck in your head, Leo. You work it over, you ruminate. We can see this as that when you're in a relationship, this might be one of the things that makes it hard to be in relationship is your mind, is what I see. The person that you're in relationship with is not like that at all. They're very full of faith. And in a way, like, they're capable of teaching you this. Like, you can make the world that you want to live in. So that's a lovely lesson to learn. And yeah, if anyone's still here after the way this started, sometimes people stick around for a difficult relationship reading because they're in one. So it doesn't mean you have to stay in it. It just means you're learning in it. It may be that the ending of it causes you to learn this, but The relationship, whatever it is, the discomfort of it, it may be just the way that your brain is trained from your childhood or something like that. I can't see that here. I don't see the source of the way that your brain gets you really trapped. 8, 9, 10 of swords. Very uncomfortable. Very painful. So justice suggests balance. This is something that you are worried about in your relationship. You want balance, equality, mutuality. The person that you're with seems less mature than you. And that's not always true. Like, just because you're up in your head doesn't mean you're more mature. It's actually more of a burden to be up in your head, right? And so this is what's hidden from you, is this young mind, the open mind of the Princess of Swords. Let's clarify that. I'm just looking over at the bottom of this deck and I see the Chariot upside down. Like, the thing that you worry about is that they don't move. They appear stuck to you because they just wait for things to happen. I had that in a relationship with somebody. She was always like waiting for things to unfold. And I was like, do something. And it's not necessarily that I was right. It was just that we were different like that. And I didn't respect her waiting like that. I'm like, I'm a Scorpio. I'm the death card. Let's change this shit. And sometimes I get into those kind of conversations with Cancerians because they're so patient and they just change in like these little ways. And I can't see it because I want more disruptive, immediate towers and death card kinds of changes. So, okay. And I did see a 6 of Cups. So I thought of Cancer. I always think of that with them. It's a card of nostalgia. I love Cancers. Okay. Yes, you... All right, so this is what's hidden, right? We're clarifying this. So there is the 6 of Pentacles, a feeling of inequality that needs to be made equal. That's clear. Justice, 2 of Cups, and now that. Let's see, what do we learn from this? Yeah, that's the source of your insomnia, your 9 of Swords. Oops, sorry. Your 9 of Swords comes out of that, right? Remember that's the nature of your relationship. That's what you're anxious about. And it leads to being controlling and having a small world view. 6 of Pentacles. Now, your mind needs to bend. That's why the overall thing says go look into your thoughts, 4 of Swords right here. Look at your mind, heal it. Your mind needs to heal. Because you had a vision, this Warrior 2. You're disappointed with how things are turning out. But you're used to getting what you want with this Warrior Queen. You have a strong will. And you think a lot. And you had a plan. And it's not looking like you planned it. And so it's making you really anxious because it looks imbalanced to you. And then it's making you be controlling. And you can't see this. So what you need to do is bend your mind. This sword is bent here. Is it called being open-minded? I feel like your mind is too strong, Leo. Okay, the future. The 9 of Wands. Let's see. I like this other person. They're their own person. I mean, especially when I see them like this. Like, who couldn't like this person? They're super cute. Yeah, and they don't need you to lift up their ego. They know they're great. All right? She knows her worth, the Queen of Pentacles. You're the one struggling. You're the one judging with Justice here. You're the one having insomnia. You are working this over and over and over in your mind, and you are trying to exert your will, and you might want to look at being controlling, and that you're keeping score. Wow. All right. Sorry, Leo. Just telling you what the cards say. The future is there is a 7 of Swords. Not opening up. Keeping your thoughts to yourself. You're tired of that. There's your Queen of Pentacles. This is your person. I know my worth. This is you two in relationship to each other. Who's struggling? You are. You and your mind. Your mind's eating you up. Let's see. This Queen of Pentacles can handle the truth. Well, that's so repetitive. A 9 of Wands again. This is what's tiring. Yeah, so this isn't ending. In the near future, you're still doing this. The cards are like, you're tired because you are not opening up. You're doing a 7 of Swords. You're keeping secrets. You're not even being honest. And this Queen of Pentacles can handle it. Period. Simple message for you, Leo. Somebody that you are resenting can handle it. Great. Yep. Okay. Clear message. This is you getting free by changing your mind. 6 of Swords. Going from a disturbing worldview to a beautiful one. 4 Swords seems to take you there. Then we have you going forth in your fiery, gorgeous, sexy way. This is a messenger, the Knight of Wands, speaking about what you want, what you desire. And there's all these illusions and projections. These are emotional. So this is how our hearts and our minds can come together in ways that are very uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry. This is an 8 of 8. Let me count better. So this is a feeling of discontent, walking away because there's something missing in the emotional realm. Then you get a Hangman. So you're gonna be stuck hanging upside down until you see this in a new way. That's very clear here. Your mind is your problem, not this other person. And if you leave this person, you're gonna just have the same relationship over and over again. So it's actually easier to do what you can do. Whether you stay or whether you leave, you need to change your perspective. It's here multiple ways. Dreamer 4, our very first card, is heal your mind. Your ideas are making a whole world for you. You have a very strong will. It looks like perhaps a little bit controlling. You've convinced yourself that you're right. You feel superior because you're so smart. You are smart. You're very intellectual. And when you change your mind and go forward from that will happen, Hangman, once you've changed your perspective. So you're going to be stuck here with this burden, learning this is what you need to learn. Not, my heart is broken and I know how to go through that, but that your mind is what hurts you. That's what you need to learn. So change your mind, Leo, my dear. Because no matter who you're with, your mind will always be there. And unless you can change it, you won't get the healing that this card promises you. You'll just be better and bigger and isolated. Wow. Sorry. That's what the card said. All right, Leo. I hope this helps. Let me know. Have a great day.